Dun, 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 dun. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Been a while.
Let's get ready to rumble.
It's been a while. Oh my god! It has been a while.
It has. It has.
How is everyone doing today? Who wants
You know
to
what?
start us off with the how are we doing?
I'm doing swell. Doing swell.
Swell, Devs,
Yeah.
how we doing?
You know me, loving life.
Loving
Hey,
it.
I'm doing good as well, y'all.
Hey.
But hey, welcome everyone to our podcast. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah,
It is.
Day in the
That's
neighborhood. We would love to first shout out our sponsor. We really appreciate them. It's Anchor.
Oh, Anchor. Oh, nice.
Never heard of them. No, I'm just kidding. Anchor is amazing. We've talked about them on our previous streams. It's basically just podcast creation, beginner-friendly platform. Contains tools that allow users to record and edit audio, arrange it into podcast episodes, publish the podcast to listening platforms, and monetize content by collecting listener contributions or adding advertisements into their episodes. Anchor, we appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Much love.
Much
Much-
love. Much love.
Much love. Gaming news. Man,
Mm.
we've been away for so long. There's so much gaming news going on. I don't even know where to start.
You know, I just want to say,
Nowhere. We don't start anywhere.
Yeah.
shit. You know? Nah, you know, a lot of things came out. Mortal Kombat movie just came out, whatnot. You know what I mean? I haven't seen it yet, but I have seen clips about it. I'm trying not to spoil myself, but I am going to see it eventually.
Dude, let me tell you.
Probably in a year from now.
Yeah. As long as when it's not on HBO Max and I have to pay that money to watch it, yeah, no. Yeah,
Amazon Fire Stick.
I'm not about breaking the law over here.
Oh, yeah, we can't break the law. No.
Or
we
just
are-
go to like soaptoday.com or whatever.
Yeah, just find some website somewhere. You know,
Yeah,
I'm not
we
saying
can-
illegally stream it, but
I mean, I technically own it, so you know,
yeah,
we all own it. Just go ahead and watch it, guys.
you
It's
pay
fine.
for your internet, don't you?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
no.
I already have a subscription. It's called Internet.
Yeah.
Boom. There you go.
Jeez.
Well, when in
All
doubt,
right.
pinky out.
Hell, sheesh. All right. Nothing really I've seen on the websites over here. Outriders
couple-
released.
Yeah, Outriders released. You know, the demo for RE8 came out. Pretty good.
I haven't played it.
Oh, you're missing out, Sackett. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Dude, moving. That's been my life for the last few days. So,
Come on, man. I move in like 2 days.
yeah, 2 days.
Kidding.
Took me a week.
It takes me 2 days to recover from the move. Shoot. I mean, Outriders, like, I'll talk about Outriders a little bit. I love the game versus the beta. I think it's amazing. You know, hop in there with some friends. Super fun game. If you haven't played it already, do so. Hell, what was it last week? You know, MLB The Show 21 came out on Xbox, PC. Another amazing game, especially if you're a baseball fan. Definitely get into it.
I'm not a big baseball fan. It's more of lacrosse for me. But yeah, Outriders was
Where are the lacrosse games?
Yeah, you got MLL 2021. You got College
Yeah.
Football 2021. Pretty good games. But yeah, Outriders was pretty good. It's a little hard if you're going in by yourself. They really want you to play with other people.
Absolutely.
'Cause, yeah, I'm on the second or third boss of the Spider King or whatever. That person just tore
He
me up.
can't do it. I'm gonna carry him though. I'm gonna
Yeah.
carry him through.
Heck yeah, man! Just let me know because I need.
Yeah. What else? Twitch. Kind of Twitch drama / news. The whole thing with Phantom Lord. He won his lawsuit against Twitch. If you guys don't know, he was banned from Twitch for allegedly co-owning a CS:GO. What is it? It was like a crap. Lost for words, but it was like a CS:GO lotto type situation. But he won his his suit, and me personally, I'm pretty excited about that because Twitch didn't even know all the facts of him actually owning the CS:GO Lotto thing, and the fact that he won, it kind of opens the gate for other streamers who've been wrongfully banned on Twitch to come out and be like, oh, if you guys want to do this, we can settle this in court. Hopefully this all opens up the floodgates for the whole, Dr. Disrespect and whatnot.
For sure.
We get some news about that.
And so that's, I think, it's crazy when Twitch throws out these bans. Like, I understand them. And sometimes they're very severe, especially with what the streamer actually did. But in senses with Dr. Disrespect, it's pretty much all speculation as far as like why he got banned. Neither side are really saying what happened. And it kind of makes you think, is there a lawsuit going on that's forbidding either sides from, making public statements? But even with that, I was watching I believe it was Tim the Tatman, and he was pretty much saying like, yeah, Twitch is telling me no, I cannot play with Dr. Disrespect. I think
a lot of
I think that's pretty shitty, especially, we're talking about two of the biggest names that Twitch has ever had. But then on top of that, it would literally be like, Twitch coming down and saying, hey, miracle worker, you can't, stream with devs, or, you can't stream with Herc because of whatever you guys did. That'd be pretty shitty, especially since apparently they're limiting him in an offline capacity as well. Hey, even if you're not streaming, you better not be, queuing up with him. That's nuts to me. That's nuts.
I mean, especially, I'm pretty sure Dr. Disrespect does not have like an outside job besides streaming and possibly YouTube, right? So when these people come down and they say these things, they're the big bad wolves pretty much that are like, hey, you can't do this. And they have to pretty much comply because that's their main income.
Absolutely.
And that sucks big time, and big corporate businesses really, shouldn't be doing that stuff. But that is, it is their platform. We are just there to, stream on it and all that stuff. It just really sucks because they're like, hey, you can't play with this guy because, years ago he did this. That's
absolutely
really trash, especially in today's society where we view people getting out of prison, like, ooh, I don't want to be friends with that individual because he's been in prison. No, they're trying to move forward. They're trying to get better. At
this point, they're trying to make a living.
Exactly.
Granted, we're talking about Dr. Disrespect. He's made millions of dollars, over the course of his tenure. But when we're possibly looking at smaller streamers, or even like middle tier streamers, especially with cancel culture today, these people could be trying to make a living, and then one person says, "Ooh, he did this or she did this," and then it's all gone from there.
See, but here's the thing: I wouldn't specifically blame it on the cancel culture or whatever. I'd specifically blame it on Twitch themselves because they are literally okay. We all know about this whole craze going on Twitch right now with female streamers and having hot tubs in the middle of their in the living room. Right?
Hot tub time machine.
Yeah,
I'm a married man. I don't know anything about this.
Well,
sorry,
right now the trend is females have hot tubs in their living rooms and they record themselves being in the hot tub.
Okay.
Twitch is fine with that. Boom. Like Twitch is legit fine with that. But I was just reading. I don't remember the exact streamer's name, but it was one of the lower end streamers who he's getting people watching him. He's got like a couple hundred people watching and stuff like that. And he makes a mistake. One of his followers sends him a link to something, and for I want to say 2-3 seconds, it's a picture of a female in a bikini. He gets banned.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And
I've heard of stuff like that
and if you
before.
ask me, I feel like that's the biggest issue with Twitch. Like they let streamers get away with stuff, but
It's a
don't
double
let.
standard too.
Yeah,
No,
it's a
it
big
is.
double standard, and
Mhm.
I feel like that's honestly the big problem with Twitch at the moment. Like,
Absolutely.
there's no consistency of what they want to do.
Exactly. Because you got Alinity over here, throwing cats and stuff like that, accidentally flashing
Yeet.
the camera. And I don't even know if she's still banned. She might be unbanned, but I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
think.
she's
I
back
don't
in
think.
it.
Yeah, I think she's back in it.
No,
Yeah.
no, she banned herself. It wasn't that she got banned.
Self banned.
because people were complaining and people were angry at Twitch because they wouldn't ban her and they kept asking to ban her. She was like, okay, if everybody wants to be happy, I'll ban myself. So basically she gave herself a 3-day break. It wasn't the fact that she got banned because of Twitch standards. She was to me, it's like I just feel like she got tired of being attacked,
But so
and she banned herself.
here's the other thing to that. Do we think that Twitch has like too high of standards? Maybe. Like I'm not saying.
No.
Like, so the reason that I say that is because like I think of it as like a free market type of thing. These we'll even go with these female streamers, for example. If they want to show their cleavage, if they want to be in a hot tub in a bikini, whatever, should they be allowed to? Or
Yeah, they should be allowed to, because I mean, it's a way of okay. The reason why I'm saying that is because if that's what draws people in for the money, cool,
I
that's
agree.
fine.
I agree.
Get your bag.
Oh, dude, for real?
No, honestly, yeah, get your bag and stuff like that. That's how they earn money. But if you ask me if a guy were to do that, I'm telling you right now,
absolutely,
just get banned straight up.
But let's test this theory. No, I'm just kidding.
That's why I'm saying I feel that Twitch. I feel like Twitch has high standards because they're pretty much like saying like, hey, we're gonna throw out a few-day ban, or we're gonna totally ban somebody because they're provocative in nature. I think that's honestly super unrealistic, and for some people, I personally, it would make the platform a lot less, intriguing because they're limiting, what the content creators can actually do.
No, yeah, I mean, basically the whole point is that no matter what we look at, sex sells. It's sad. It's what it does. The sex sells, But
So do the rainbow cats. Rainbow cats sell too.
Something like that, yeah. But I just feel like there should be ways for people to get recognized without having to do all the extra steps. And
for
whatnot,
sure.
You know what I mean? But hey, that's the way of the world right now.
It's a lot harder in today's world. I mean, we're going to talk about it in our first segment coming up here shortly. But yeah, it's super competitive nowadays. We have so many people that have computers now, and they're like, I want to stream, and they do all these things, but they're not getting that recognition. As soon as they, if it's a woman, start to show a little bit of cleavage and stuff, they start getting more viewers. I notice this on TikTok a lot. There'll be people that I'm watching and I'm like, okay, yeah, no, that's awesome. She makes funny content. That's cool. But then it's like, she's not getting the views she wants. So then she starts doing stuff differently, whether she's wearing super tight clothing or making funny faces that are
for sure
the uwu face or the higo face, whatever the heck it's called, stuff like that. And then that starts getting more views. And then so now all her content is just the same thing over and over again. It's just, I don't know. I agree with you. I really wish that there was a way that they could get that recognition without having to, in my opinion, degrade themselves.
I mean, shit, half of the time they legit don't even do shit. They're not playing a game. They're just sitting there the whole time. But hey,
just talks. Just talks.
Just
hey,
chatting.
what's up, guys? Just chatting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's watch a movie together. Like,
And
what?
my biggest thing too is that you have these women that are super super drop dead gorgeous, right? And they suck at video games. Like they are terrible.
Pokemon.
Yeah, that's exactly who I was going for.
A god.
Pokemon's
okay.
a god?
Okay,
In what
You're
game?
right. An angel. My bad.
Yeah,
Kick him
that's
out
it.
the stream. We're
Yeah,
done.
get him out of
My
here.
bad.
But yeah, no, there's these females that suck so badly at gaming, but then they're slightly attractive, and that's how they get all of their attention. And it's just like, this is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to give my review real quick before we jump into these segments, unless we have more news. Nier Replicant.
Good for now. Ooh,
So
okay.
the Nier Replicant game was released 3 days ago.
Yeah,
According to my
something like-
PlayStation, it was 3 days
2
ago.
3 days
But
ago.
yeah, so I have dumped 15 hours of my beautiful life into the game. I've beaten the Replicant story, and now I've moved on to Kaine's story. My whole review, I'm just gonna throw it out there. It's a 7 out of 10, and I know I'm probably gonna get some hate for this, but that's okay. 7 out of 10 for Nier Replicant. Gameplay's good. The fighting system's good. The story's a little wonky. A lot of jumping back and forth type of stuff that's happening. I really wish the gameplay gave you warp feature right out the gate. Not even right out the gate. It's just like, hey, you discover this location and you put something here or whatever, you can warp to it from now on. You really don't get the boat because I guess that's like the travel system for the game. You don't get the boat until like end game stuff. So 7 out of 10 in my opinion. We're watching the trailer right here in the background. Bada bing, bada boom. Yep, I know that guy. Yep, I didn't use that sword, but yep. Yeah, really, really fun game. Very weird storyline in my opinion. I mean, Nier Automata was pretty weird as well.
But it was good weird.
It was good weird, but this is like, I don't know, this really isn't really paying that good of homage to Nier Automata in my opinion. Yeah. I don't know. It was super, like the combat is super fun. When I was playing it, I was like, dang, this really feels like
it looks good.
Yeah, to me the combat felt like Final Fantasy VII Remake. You know, you're running around, you can like cast spells and stuff like that. Super
I think that's
fun.
where they got it from because I mean, this is Square too.
Yeah, I don't know. The puzzles were perfect. Like they weren't super hard, they weren't super easy. I thought it was a really really fun puzzle game. Yeah, why isn't he blocking? Anyways, sorry. I'm not critiquing this trailer, I swear. Yeah, I thought it was a good game, not a great game.
Yeah.
I felt like it was really over way too quickly. I mean, the side quests were the side quests.
Were they super long and
the only thing that was
tedious
long
side quests?
So it wasn't even that they were tedious. It was just like hey, I have a letter. I need you to deliver this letter to the town over. Then you would go deliver the letter and they would be like, oh, well, my wife is missing. Can you look for her? Then you got to go find the wife. Then it turns out the wife is a freaking shade and now you got to kill the wife. Then you go back to the husband who's like, oh, that letter was supposed to be for my wife. It's just stupid stuff like that in Nier that kind of made me upset. And that's why I was like, I really wish that they had like a warp feature, because if they were going to pull crap like that, I would have loved to have that warp feature in it, because then it would have just been, hey, get the quest, warp. Okay, now the quest will actually start, instead of now I got to run all the way over. Yeah, you get an animal, but I like to grind in these games. So, you know,
I can understand that.
Yeah, running and fighting this stuff and getting the words. The words were cool. The customizing the words to fit the weapons was pretty legit.
Mm-hmm.
I found the game altogether pretty well. 23rd, whatever. I was a day off on my PlayStation. It was released at 10 p.m. Whatever. But all in all, yeah, it was a 7 out of 10 game. I enjoyed it. Little parts here and there that I was like, man, come on, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Next thing that we got, which is what I'm super, super excited about. I own a VR, so I'm really excited about it. Resident Evil 4 VR. It is going to be
VR.
It's going to be released fourth quarter of this year. I'm super excited. I am a huge Resident Evil 4 nerd. I grew up on that.
I'm
Super fun.
hyped about it because it's Resident Evil. I love anything Resident Evil, but
Yeah, I mean, I remember playing it with my brother, so
I just hope
definitely
they
nostalgia.
I just hope they still do the full-on remake of 4. Don't get me wrong, this is nice. The VR from what you showed me, because today was the first time I've seen the trailer. But I also wish I also hope that they're still doing what is speculated of them doing the whole remake of it. But
All right,
can we do the clip?
Yeah, we're gonna roll the trailer for it. Super awesome.
RE4 in VR and on console is the shift in perspective and interactivity. Only on Quest 2 will you be able to play RE4 from Leon's first-person perspective. And the touch controllers will allow you to interact with the world in a fundamentally new way from how it's played on console. For example, items and weapons have been re-engineered to become physical objects that players can interact with, so that you can pick up things like ammo, keys, and treasures, as well as load, aim, and fire weapons in VR. You'll also be able to switch weapons by grabbing them off your body instead of going into a menu. And you can wield separate weapons with each hand. Even RE4's famous menu is no longer a pause screen. It's an interactive tool. A ton of effort has gone into making weapon interactions smooth, satisfying, and responsive, including two-handed weapons like shotguns and rifles. Let's talk about the move system now. We didn't want the shift from third to first person to change the fundamental way Leon moves or collides with the world. You'll still move in first person by using the analog stick. Armor has added a full upper body rig on top of Leon's character to combine his movement with the dual-handed interactivity achieved with touch controllers. If you don't want to use analog stick to move freely, Armature even added support for teleportation, as well as room scale movement so that you can explore the environment with natural motion.
Hey, why not teleport?
And of course, one of our top priorities is to ensure the experience.
It really looks good though.
No, for VR, yeah, we've talked about VR in the past in a couple of other podcasts and stuff like that, and this just goes to show the more advancements that they're taking with it and whatnot, and what they're
for sure
what's capable of doing.
It's gonna look good. 2, I think it is gonna play just as good, if not better than what we expect.
I just want to know how the Krieger fight's going to be. That's all I want to know. That whole fight was nothing but it was just them using knives. You know what I mean? And
yeah, so like you saw it. They literally said, you're going to be able to have weapons in each hand. Are they possibly going to let you have 2 knives and just hack and slash? That'd be cool though. That'd be cool.
That would be cool, but I don't think they're going to do that, because it also makes me wonder, because how some they had QTEs for some portions of the cutscenes and stuff like that. And I wonder how they're going to put that into the game. Or is it still going to be QTEs, or is it going to be like a interactable type thing?
Yeah, especially with fighting Krauser, that would be amazing to watch and to go through. Yeah. We got any other news, boys, before we jump into our next segment?
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good, yeah. For now, yeah.
All right, here we are. So our first segment of the day. Will there ever be another platform like Twitch?
I hope.
I hope there will be too. Well, so we pretty much covered it. And sorry to take this away, but I I really just want there to be, like, okay, I was reading some of the comments, and somebody said, female streamers should just go to OnlyFans. When you really think about it, OnlyFans would pretty much be like a perfect type of platform for streamers. Granted, the only bad thing is that you have to subscribe to them in some type of manner.
I mean, people do that anyway.
Well, I mean, absolutely, but you have to subscribe in some type of manner to even see their content. And then on top of that, are they making you pay monthly? Is it going to be free? How do lives work? How can they actually stream on that platform?
Do they have a consistent schedule?
Yeah, I mean, something as simple as that. When you look at Twitch, you have something. It's super pleasing to the eye. Hell, I'll open my Twitch just so I can talk about it. You have all your followed channels. You have your recommended. You can browse. You can pretty much go look up any game, any category, and they have different things that would be recommended just to you. I think that's super pleasing to the eye. It looks really good. I don't necessarily know. I would want a platform like that, but I would want a platform that gives you options. Just do what you want to do. I'm not saying play nude, but hell, if you can put like an age restriction, so if I click on your channel, devs, and it says you have to be 18 years or older to watch this channel. Sure, okay, click OK. And if they have it to where, you set up your account and your birthday's your set date you have to put in there, do it. If that helps, allow some of that nudity or some of that provocative nature, do it. Because that's what I think, content creators should be able to do if that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know who said this, but they asked it on Twitter, and I totally couldn't read that fast enough. I'm so sorry.
No, they said check out the new poll.
Yeah,
pretty sure that said check out the new poll for what your favorite console is.
It's the poll on Twitter.
No, platform.
Yes.
Platform.
Oh, yep.
Platform.
What's your favorite platform?
So I think the main reason why Twitch is doing so good is because they're partnered with Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, you have one free subscription each month.
Mm-hmm.
If YouTube Gaming did something like that, I'm pretty sure the gamers and viewers for streamers would be leaning a little bit more towards YouTube Gaming, in my opinion.
Again, I tell people all the time, if they want to start streaming, start on YouTube. Don't start on Twitch. YouTube is an easier platform for beginner streamers to get into, grow an audience and stuff like that, because you can easily make videos. You can stream on there. You can put promos, all that stuff on YouTube. Like you set your own schedule. I don't know. Twitch is Twitch. Twitch is something right now. I just feel like there's a lot of things that they need to fix.
Yeah.
That way, like, don't get me wrong, Twitch is big, but if it keeps going the way that it does, it's going to lose traction. There's going to be another streaming platform that's going to come out of nowhere.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
People are going to get outraged, and then they're just going to boycott Twitch, and they're either going to go to Facebook Gaming, YouTube Gaming. There's even Instagib TV. I don't know what the heck that is. You got Hitbox, Azubu. There's other streaming websites out there for gamers. I think this Hitbox thing is pretty much what we all were just discussing. There's a public, private, and adult platform that you can stream on. And it has all the same features that Twitch does. I feel like Twitch in this Hitbox website, it's kind of like Twitch is your Apple product, right? Then you got Hitbox, which is your Android product. Not that many people are going to like the Android product because it's not simplistic like Apple is. Apple is very simplistic, but Hitbox has all these more things that you can plug in and do, and pretty much, yeah. Is anybody catching on what I'm throwing down?
No, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, but especially if you're trying to do something, public, private, or adult. So like you said, if you want to go watch your naked females play video games, Miracle, you can.
What can I say?
I don't judge, man. Yeah. So, oh man, I don't know.
I mean, end of the day, Twitch is amazing. To like the younger generation, it's a household name. Everybody knows what Twitch is.
Mm.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. They have too much marketing. You know, people
Mhm.
be like, "Oh, are you going to stream?" No one's going to say, "Oh, what? Stream on YouTube?" No, stream on Twitch. You know, that's what
For
Twitch
sure.
is known for. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Everybody wants to be, an affiliate or a partner. Um, One, it sounds cool. It sounds like, hey, I'm, a part of this. I'm an affiliate, or
Yeah.
hey, I'm a partner. Then people are going to be like, oh, dang, that's pretty cool. What's everybody else doing? I don't know. I haven't heard anything as far as, people saying, oh, I'm YouTube gaming, whatever, or I'm Facebook gaming, whatever. Like, haven't heard anybody say stuff like that.
Mm.
So, it's really hard to say.
Also, with Twitch, if you have your Amazon Prime linked with it, you also get Prime Gaming loot. And I'm just
Yep.
going down, yeah, and I'm just
Prime
going down
gaming
checking
loot
out.
is nuts.
Yeah,
I know
you get
stuff from
free
League.
games.
Yeah, you get free games. Plus, games like, for instance, League of Legends. Like, if you have Amazon Prime, you get free stuff from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Skins
you get
and all that
skins, all
stuff.
kinds of stuff. Yep.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, man.
Which is pretty cool. Sometimes it's a letdown because it's like you would want something a little better, but
yeah, but it's free.
yeah,
man.
it's free, so it's cool to have. But then it's like you could have made it at least a little bit cooler. That's my opinion.
Yeah, especially with the games too, because some of the games that they put out there, I'm like, I'm never going to play this. I would want something cool like Doom, not like the new Doom, but like Doom 2 or Doom 1 or something. I don't know. It's
Sims
crazy.
Castaway. Who knows?
I think they
No big
usually
deal.
don't they use indie games mostly? Because I mean, indie games are flexible, so they can just be like, "Hey, we'll give you a lump sum of money and push out the game for free." You know, that's all that is, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's nothing that really grabbed my attention that I was like, "Ooh, I want that." It's not like the Epic Game Store where it's
for
like,
sure.
"Hey, you every 2 weeks, I think it's 2 new games or not 2 new games,
No,
but 2 free games."
week. I think every week is a free game.
Mhm.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know, but Twitch all around, I feel like they have a lot of improvements, especially with their standards and stuff like that. It's too much double standard going on because they don't. I'm pretty sure this is a rule. You can't be topless as a man. Like you have to wear a shirt or a wife beater now. I'm pretty sure. I don't know when that was changed. I think it was like a Final Fantasy VII speedrunner had that rule. Not he didn't have it changed, but I think he was the main reason why it was changed. But I think it should go both ways. There shouldn't be women in bikinis in their living room in a hot tub. Absolutely not. That's way too much double standard for me. If she wants to wear a crop top, fine, but I don't know. Too much double standards going on, especially with this you're banned, but then 2 days later they come back, you're not banned. Like, no. Stop that.
Where you ban yourself.
Yeah.
Or
you're
you
just
can still get money.
Or you're just Pokemon and you like look up porn right there on your stream. Oh, I get banned for 5 minutes. Yeah, I get banned for 5 minutes.
Let her live her life, okay?
Hey, listen, Steph. Okay, listen.
I would never simp.
Now. But no,
would never.
It's just the fact that like shit, she can play other people's full video and just sit there and eat the whole time, and people throw money at her, and that's
okay.
She does nothing.
Not to jump around too much, but like I guess there was a huge tiff a couple months back now that it was YouTube editors or YouTube video makers, whatever, versus Twitch streamers.
Yeah.
Now, if you go on Twitch, like 80% nowadays, the main people that are like supposed to be playing these games for Twitch are on YouTube watching these videos, right? So I don't know where people are coming from. I'm not trying to say Twitch is superior over YouTube, but I would definitely, if YouTube had some of the stuff that Twitch does, like the Amazon Prime or the Prime Gaming or whatever, and that like moved over to YouTube, I'm pretty sure Twitch would kind of start getting irrelevant like later on down the roads,
Sure. I can see that.
But I don't know. Got anything else, gentlemen, before we move on to our next segment? All right.
Good on that one.
So our segment number 2. Past couple of weeks, we have seen content creators like Valkyrie Courage and now Nick Merckx with FaZe Clan go from content creators to part owners with their respective organizations. Will this be the new norm? Content creators who are successful taking ownership with their organizations. Will more content creators? Yeah, there we go. Will more content creators take an ownership in their respective organizations?
I mean, you wrapped it up kind of in a nutshell with who has done it. So we already got that part. Appreciate it. But,
yeah, I know, but do
I think it will happen? Who's Shroud connected to?
I don't know. Let's just say Shroud joins Cloud9 again, right? And he's like a full-fledged player for Cloud9. What if he just becomes his own boss one day for Cloud9?
So I mean,
he could definitely. I mean, it's hard to say because everybody's goal is to join. Like when they stream and stuff like that. I'm not gonna say everyone, but most people's goal. Oh, I want to be a FaZe Clan. Yeah, shit. I'm playing nonstop Call of Duty, and everybody wants to be in fucking FaZe. Everybody makes videos to be in FaZe because that's how they get seen. Whatever.
It's all about optic, my guy. Come on now.
Sheesh. I'm all about the player one.
But no, I just feel like I don't think people should.
Hang on, I gotta click this link real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hold on.
No, I'm kidding.
Hold on. Let's get banned for buying viewers.
Keep it going, Dev. Sorry about that. Oh, dang. Hey, there goes all of our viewers.
I know.
Dang. I thought we were doing something.
But no, I just feel like there shouldn't be so much, into going and joining an organization. Like if you want to be indie, just be indie. You know what I mean? Do your own thing. But at the same time, there's no problem with having goals to go and want to be in an organization. I just feel like, like keeping yourself from becoming more than what you are by signing a contract leads to situations like what the fuck was his name? Not Shroud. Tifu. Yeah, the situation with him when his contract was, it was fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just feel like either create your own, or just stay indie. Collect your own money. Don't try to.
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on what the streamer's actual end goal is, interests are.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about content creators. Really they don't do anything but push out content. So what's better for them to be in an ownership position than pushing out content because they already have a huge following. So that following's more or less just going to be supporting their business already.
Yeah, of course.
Gonna be supporting them in the long run.
Am I frozen? Can y'all see me?
Yeah, I don't know. That was kind of weird. You guys got that too?
Yeah.
It said reload.
Yeah, that reload. But
yeah.
I mean, it really just depends on what their goals are. I don't mind it. I think it's cool, but then you look at people like Dr. Disrespect. He pretty much built his own brand.
No, and that's what I'm saying.
There's plenty of other streamers that have built their own brand. Maybe they're not as successful, but they're definitely getting there. I don't think it's a bad move, but it depends on what your goal as an owner is. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be supporting that company in a bigger manner. So are you going to be helping out other streamers that are under you? What are you really going to be doing?
No, yeah, and see, me, I want to say I'm kind of anti-organization only because I personally try to look out for the little streamers. You know what I mean? Like the people who are not getting seen and getting overshadowed because these, like, these guys who are already making millions and millions of dollars just wants to keep going, and and not supporting the little guys, because there's shit. There's I personally feel like there's a couple streamers who you can say are in the lower end who are better than the bigger ones out there. Yeah, like that guy right there. But it's just weird. Like I personally don't. But no,
What can I say?
Oh boy.
I just
No,
feel
I
like
agree.
it
I
comes
agree.
to like, yeah, just fuck those guys, That's
No,
I mean,
yeah,
I-
especially like Miracle already said it best, right? You're a content creator. We get it. You soared through. You got a lot of followers. You got a lot of subscribers. You made it. Congratulations. There's no need for them to be like, hey, here you go. Your own organization. Congratulations. I know somebody pretty well. His name is, well, I'm not gonna say his name, but he's the CEO of a company. And being the boss is very, very hard. He doesn't really come out and say that it's hard or anything like that. I mean, for him, it's probably cake work at this point. But I can guarantee you it's probably hard stuff. So for you to go from content creator to CEO of organization, whatever, good luck with that. I don't know if your organization is going to falter even more, or are you just going to pass the torch pretty much to somebody else and say, hey, you got this.
On top of that, you have the expectations. I'm just thinking about, kind of what we talked about with, Pokemon, and then you have other streamers like Alinity to where they do things that would potentially get them banned, or they do things that are not necessarily the most ethical thing, I guess I'll say. How is that gonna, reflect on the company if they are a CEO, if they are a part owner?
Yep.
How's that going to reflect? Because everybody makes mistakes, and I understand that. We understand that.
But cancel culture doesn't understand.
Yeah,
Well,
for the most
the
for the
one
most
person
part, we
we should
understand
cancel
that.
is Jake Paul. I said
Oh
it.
yeah, no, hands down,
Cancel
hands
that
down.
I want him to become a streamer, like for
Jake
real.
Paul.
Yeah, I think it'd be amazing. Him and
All right,
Tfue
guys.
could stream.
I'm glad you guys joined the podcast.
Oh my word, man!
No,
Y'all are too much.
No, I listen. I can't.
He took on boxing. What's next? Streaming, Call of Duty.
Listen,
The sky's the limit. Sky's the limit.
I can easily put some boxing gloves on and go fight my little cousin in the middle of a ring and be like, I'm a professional boxer. Okay, I can definitely do that.
Hey, I'm just gonna say this: respect the bag. Respect the bag.
No, so. Let's see. Who's this? T'Challa Barfield.
What kind of name is that? Oh my!
He said, "Why cancel Jake Paul?"
He does.
No, he definitely does his thing.
Does his thing. Respect the chase.
You're hyping this man up, but I just don't like. I don't know. It's something about him in me. I don't know. I guess it's a personal thing.
I'll say it for you, Devs. He's white, and we don't like that.
No,
okay.
No,
and he's in boxing.
No, he's a douchebag. All right, he's a douchebag.
He's white. That's the biggest. That's my problem with him. Okay, I can't with this guy. All right, we just cancel Jake Paul. That's my.
I think what it is with me is that like I don't know. It's more of a thing. It's like it's the arrogancy. I think that's what it is for me. Like he knows that he knows that he's doing better than most people and stuff like that, and he can go and like he'll go around and fucking say, oh, I'm better than you. Oh, look at them, how much No, you're definitely
Shroud's not arrogant. He's really good. He can be arrogant. Okay, if someone like Shroud's potential, I will let him just do his thing. But yeah, no, Jake Paul. The thing that pisses me off the most is that Jake Paul talks all this mess, and Yet nobody wants to shut this guy up. Nobody wants to step out and be like, all right, we got to end this type of thing because they know.
Okay, but
do you want to deal with his 12-year-old and miracles, coming at you? I wouldn't want to deal with that.
well, no.
Absolutely not.
So
I can't stand 12-year-olds.
Here's my question to that. All right, so yes, he's arrogant, but look at it from like the business standpoint. He is going to make the deals to where he can, 1, boost his brand, 2, make the money, 3, bring in the viewership, and 4, just he's going to make it about him. He's going to make it to where he wins at the end of the day.
If I see anybody on the street wearing Jake Paul attire, I'm going to fight them right then and there. That's literally it. Cap. I'm just going to punch them in the face like, why, dude? But yeah,
he's going to see Jake Paul and be, ooh.
Hell no.
Can I get a picture?
No, not at all. No. I would let him know. I'd be like, hey man, did your brother record any more dead bodies in the forest? And then just keep walking. Yeah, but that's just society. Society has literally gone from common sense. I don't know what that is. Like, nobody has common sense anymore. The cancel culture is super strong. The being inside has literally brought out the worst in people. Now they rarely go outside. It's disgusting.
I can give you an example of a goddamn streamer or a guy who used to make videos who was the most arrogant motherfucker in like on YouTube. No. Rice Gum. I'm gonna use Rice Gum as an example.
He got better.
No. He did get better. He didn't become, but I'm talking about old Rice Gum. I'm talking about old, obnoxious, wannabe Asian Jake Paul.
Let's talk about something that happened 10 years ago.
It happened. It hasn't been 10 years ago. It's only been like
4 or 5 years.
It's like 2-3 years.
It's been a while now, yeah. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like look what happened with him. He was making diss tracks on 12-year-olds and stuff like that, and then people were.
Shit's tight.
I'd subscribe for that.
But no, people got on him because basically what he was doing was a form of bullying and stuff like that. He was doing his whole arrogancy thing.
Can we go back to bullying? Can we make bullying the norm?
No, we can't do that. Anyway, but no, like it's just the fact that he got humbled down to the point where it was like everybody was just basically telling him to shut the fuck up, and that's basically what happened. And now you don't really hear from him as much. Like I know he joined FaZe, and then I don't know if he's still streaming. I haven't really kept up with him or not, but I know he's still doing stuff here and there, but he's not doing what he used to do. And I just feel like it should be more like that for Jake Paul too. There used to be somebody that could tell him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And that needs to happen.
Yeah, he just needs to get humbled. I feel like that's what it is for me.
Yeah, apparently Rice Gum plays a lot of RP right now. GTA RP, yeah. 3 days ago.
I like this comment right here. Jordan Hillary. Some of these things, some of these kids nowadays do need to get bullied. Like the boys that wear dangle earrings, they need a good bully. I'm not going to call out the kids that wear dangle earrings, but I will call out the soft people nowadays where they can't take a joke. Those people are the ones that need to get bullied. Because, man, oh, man, can't even crack a joke and make people laugh without them being like, hey, I took that offensive. Like, come on. Really? It's a joke. Ay. There's something underneath your couch, by the way, Devs. Anyways.
That's a
Is that a ramen wrapper or a ramen, whatever it's called? The sauce for the ramen? I don't know what it's called. Oh, it's a condom. Anyways, so we're gonna move on to our third segment. Our third segment of the day is going to be: what are some of the things in a year of lockdown that has taught us about the potential of esports? Or after COVID, where will esports be as a whole in the next year?
Same place. I feel like it's gonna be, honestly. I feel like COVID has scarred a lot of, I wouldn't say just people, but a lot of companies and businesses, stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. It'd be great to have, you know, back in-house tournaments and stuff like that. That, you know, that'd be great and stuff like that. But I feel like a lot of tournaments are still going to be online and stuff like that.
So you wouldn't want to like it. You don't think that they're going to go back to like convention centers and have them on LAN or anything like that? Really?
I don't think they're gonna. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, you know, that'll make money and stuff like that. I feel like, you know, even with this whole vaccination protocol and all the stuff that they're doing with that, I feel like there's going to be places that are going to try to do, you know, you know, like convention tournaments and stuff like that. But I just don't feel like people are going to be there to meet up. I feel like it's still going to be online and stuff like that.
Oh man, I mean,
like I said, don't get me wrong. I would love to have tournaments. Like, for example, I was excited to see fucking the Fortnite tournament on ESPN, not because of Fortnite, but just because how
on
gaming,
ESPN.
yeah, you know, just because of how big it was, you know, to see gaming come so far. But I just don't see it happening.
I can
even after
see
the
it
lift
going
for a
both
while.
ways.
I just don't see it for a
going both
while.
ways.
I mean,
No.
I could see it both ways. I mean, there's a lot of talk about if you have your vaccine, you're gonna need some type of paper. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, there's papers.
Yeah,
but
I
the
don't
thing
know.
is that there's a lot of there was actually things in the news saying that you could fake it. You can fake that.
Yeah,
shit,
and that's
you
the
know?
easiest thing. I mean, another thing is like what in the Nazi Germany is going on. You know, hey, show me your papers. That I don't really understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, it's a 99.8 percentile of you're gonna live type of thing. I had it. Cool. I have some antibodies in my body already. But in reality, I really would love it if esports would go back to actually, hey, we have conventions here or there, and it's going to be these type of tournament type of things. You know, hey, we're playing StarCraft 2. It's going to be Pig Baby versus whatever, you know, or CS:GO, Cloud9 versus FaZe, or whatever we want to do. I would love that because I don't know if y'all have even ever been to an esports. At like an actual esports convention. They're really, really cool. I mean, I'm from Vegas and we have the MGM where the esports arena is. It is super amazing and it is super cool. Now, granted, it smells. There's a lot of gamers. I understand that. Okay.
Please wear soap.
Please wear deodorant. Please, for the love. Okay. But yes, I would love for it to be back. Now, within the next year, I'm hoping that it will go to conventions. I mean, even if it's still online, I don't have an issue with that because number one, the people are going to play better because they feel safer. All right. And number two, I feel like there's going to be a lot of legality type stuff because they're going to be like, oh, well, my internet was bad because we were playing on this server type of thing. I don't know. They're going to probably say some bull crap like that.
Absolutely. It will.
Yeah. And then people are going to get upset. And then the fans are going to be doing their fan things and trying to cancel this team or cancel whatever because of whatever reason.
For sure.
But what else?
I mean,
what else do we got?
I think it can go both ways. I think that, truthfully, they're going to start going back to in-house competitions, you know, the good old LAN, but I see it staying online as well. When you really think about it, having online tournaments, even if they're smaller tournaments, it just makes sense. It really does. Because you can market one to a bigger audience. You can have people, yes, in the safety of their own home, safety with their own team, but when you really look at the COVID and the restrictions that we kind of have in place right now all over the country, there's ways to supplement this stuff. You know, let's put a team in, you know, a waiting room. Every team has a waiting room. They're in that waiting room with their team. Those are the only people they're truly exposed to. Let's get them up on stage. Nobody is really interacting with them. after, their game, let's wipe everything down, rinse and repeat. Have some fans on location, depending on the venue. If it's allowed, have a fuck ton of fans there. If not, everybody streams competitions. Everybody streams these tournaments. So let's throw it online. To get the viewership up. Yes, there's lag. Yes, there's hackers. Yes, there's all of this above. But I think it's gonna go both. Truthfully.
I'm hoping it goes to conventions, but we'll see. What do you got, Devs?
No, I was just gonna say, the thing is that that's true. LAN does mitigate all that stuff, hackers and whatnot. But I don't know. I just feel like with this whole pandemic and whatnot, I just feel like it's really there's really been a scar that's set into things.
Absolutely.
And with that scar being there and it's fresh, I feel like it's going to take some time and before we can have conventions and stuff like that. Like I said, it'd be great to go to one, especially after all this shit's over. But
for sure,
I feel like it's gonna take time to heal.
I really think it's gonna depend on where it is. The reason I say that is because look at these people that are starting to go on concert again. Are these raves that are gonna start taking place again. Even look at sporting teams opening up, their audience to fans again.
Yeah, but look how they're doing it, though.
Well, no, yeah, they're doing it in trial runs for sure. But I mean, a trial run's better than nothing, in my opinion. I'd rather have 100 people in the audience than, have it online. Because I'd rather make those 100 people's day, week, year, whatever. I'd rather, them be like, man, I went to that. That was so cool. Even if it was only 100 people and then you got to watch the teams play. I'd rather have that than, them have to stay at home and watch online.
Especially getting autographs and stuff like that.
Exactly.
I would love that. Getting
exactly.
A jersey or whatever.
For sure. Even if they set up like timestamps where it was like, hey, during this time, this team's doing autographs. And they pretty much open the doors for people to come in and, get autographs.
Yeah.
Something like that. Something so simple would just probably go the longest way, especially for the community. I think that this would be something that would really help it out.
It would help out the economy too, because the venues make more money if it's actually in person, So, all right, we got a couple minutes. We're gonna do 10 minutes to turn on the time over to the chat. So when it hits 108, we'll go ahead and end the stream. So if y'all have any questions or anything like that, let us know.
Let us know.
Let it snow.
Hey, so here's a real question. You guys trying to stream later on?
I'm not trying to stream anything, to be honest with you. I just
trying to play anything. A real question. While we wait for chat, let's just talk.
We might be having a visitor, y'all, and he's not friendly whatsoever.
Here comes the new challenger.
Oh, jeez. I gotta sit back for this one.
Hey, what's up? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
Hey, no. I'm not coming on for no bad reason or anything like that. But I am curious because I keep on hearing. I honestly thought that there would be a little bit more cohesion as far as wanting to go back to LAN versus being online. I think this is a curious topic because it doesn't seem like you guys are too clear cut on it. You know what I mean? Like yeah, you want to do LAN, but you also, it almost seems like you don't get so used to being inside that now you're just kind of used to just being online and that's it.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not a player, right? So we also got to think about what the players want. Do they really want to go back to LAN, or are they happy with just playing online? Obviously, they probably want to make more money to go to those venues and stuff like that, sign autographs, jerseys, all that stuff. That would make sense. But do all the players want to do that? Does the GM want to do that?
So this is what I think, and this is my personal opinion. Yes, players have a lot of the power, but if you base everything off of the players, I mean, come on now, I think you got to think a little bit more than that. What do the fans want?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Do the fans just want to sit at home and watch this on YouTube or Twitch or something like that, or do they want to be there actually rooting on, their favorite player, their favorite teams? Like I think everybody feels a little stuffy having to have been, in their own place for most of the year, and also having to wear a mask most of the time and stuff like that. And I think, everybody is just beaming and literally waiting for that sense of normalcy, just something that feels normal. I honestly think that these, like, once, things are start to open up a whole lot more and venues are like, hey, yeah, we're gonna start hosting some big dollar tournaments. I think they're gonna sell out like crazy. I think it's gonna be all kind of people up in there.
I mean, I think
even some people who've never been fans before.
I think there will too. I'm looking at it more from the perspective of, what's actually going to be allowed. Because by all means, I think it would be great. I mean, hell, even for our company, for Player1NE Gaming, it would be great to go out there and host LAN tournaments where we can have people come in person, we can have people sign up teams, we can just all get together, play video games and, just watch the competition, watch everybody thrive to be the greatest that they can be. And then, just watch the fans just thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah.
But then
I can tell you right now, we're going to LAN. We're going to do a huge venue. We're doing a LAN. This online crap is for the. I mean, it's great in some sense. I don't want to sound like a Debbie Downer, but the excitement and the energy from hearing fans and your players going off because somebody is like cracked at a game. Nah, man, we gotta have that. For real,
no, I get what you're saying.
We gotta have that interaction.
No,
it is insane. Like and for most people, if you've never been to a live venue when they're having a live tournament, it is insane.
Especially if the commentator is Japanese. I don't understand anything, but man, I am hyped. Oh!
Yeah. Like personally, I hope something like Evo comes back. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if you've never been to Evo, if you've never been there in person, totally different than watching online. I promise you. It is.
So going to live anything for video games is so cool because you get geeked out. You go with these people and they're all just so geeked up, and you're just like, what? And then you're like, I don't know. Somebody will say Kingdom Hearts, and I'll be like, bro, me and you are best friends.
There it is.
Yeah, see, and oh man, it's amazing, bro. People cosplay. It is an amazing thing. It makes me so excited, kind of just talking about it.
Yeah, so for me personally, that's honestly what I'm fighting for and fighting towards is now let's finally get into the venue. Let's do this the right way. Let's bring back that excitement, that adrenaline pumping and stuff like that. Because I've seen players react totally differently when the fans are literally chanting and screaming at them versus them just, online and having a play. They still get excited, but it's not the same thing.
Let's just go back to, the NBA and the finals or the playoffs last year. You saw everybody's face on the screen, but let's be honest, it was lame. Yeah. I mean, it was cool. It was cool that they did it. It was cool that, people that were on the screen could, be up there for a few minutes and then they pretty much changed it. That stuff's cool. Don't get me wrong. I love that they did something that still was like, man, this is
Involving
memorable.
the fans.
This was memorable for the fans, but it's completely different. I've been to more than 100 Jazz games, and I'll tell you this: every time you leave a Jazz game, you can barely speak because you're screaming so loud all the time because everybody else is screaming, and it just hypes you up, and you're just like, man, this is amazing. Let me scream, let me cheer on my team as well. And that's how every teams feel. And esports especially, everybody's going to be doing the exact same thing.
Exactly.
We didn't catch your name, sir. All we see is a black screen. If you
Black screen.
Could you help us out in understanding who you are, where you came from?
Yeah, there's a black screen because I'm the man behind the curtains. You know what I mean? I'm that shadowy figure that exists, but you're just not sure whenever he's gonna come out and be on something.
Oogie boogie?
Some people call me Night Stalker. Some people call me the Black Panther.
It's Tupac.
But you guys know me as the CEO of Player1NE Gaming.
Oh, snap. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have him fight Jake Paul, the CEO of Player1 versus Jake Paul. Here we go.
Ooh, Jake Paul. Listen, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I think what Jake Paul is doing is actually short of a little bit of a genius move, man. If you honestly think of it from a marketing perspective and from a business perspective, like check this out, right? Y'all like you and Dez don't like the dude, but he still got your attention. That's insane. That's smart. Yeah, he does. You know why? Because you're talking about him right now.
That's because I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing without seeing the dude's face somewhere. I'm like,
and that's called good marketing.
That's called he's obnoxious to the point where he's getting the attention.
It's also good PR.
It's a media manipulation.
Exactly.
Yeah, listen. You can hate his antics, but don't hate the game. You know what I mean?
Like I said, like I even said it. I was like, the way he's making money is smart. I just don't. I personally don't fuck. I don't fuck with the guy.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. Hey, listen, man. I forgot who it was that said it, but it was like, would you rather be the hero or the villain? Listen, man. In his situation, so it's a lot more lucrative to be the villain.
I mean, he was already painted from the villain, so he was like, "Fuck it, let's keep going with it."
Absolutely.
I mean, like, even if we talk about the last fight, even if it was rigged, which by all means it could have been, it looked pretty sus, from my end. But even if it was rigged, he walked away with a few million. So did his opponent. Everybody pretty much came out happy, and who's even happier? Him, because he has everybody talking shit about him, and more people are going to go watch it, and everybody's going to be like, oh man, I want to fuck up Jake Paul. I want to fuck up Jake Paul. But you know what? He's going to make smart decisions for his career, and he's going to, find himself in places where he's going to benefit the most. He's not going to go fight a real MMA fighter or a professional boxer. He's going to fight, and if he does, if he's smart, he's probably going to throw them a few extra million so he can win the fight, because that's just going to make everybody more angry, and everybody's going to be calling for his name.
Well, one, I don't think that's going on. I don't think that anybody's throwing a fight. This is what I honestly believe is going on. One, Jake Paul is not going to fight anybody that's a real boxer, because why would I? I'm making millions fighting other people. I'm not going to sit up here and make a couple $100,000 because you want me to fight a real boxer. I don't care. Number two, nobody is throwing the fights. This is what he's doing. He fought the basketball player. What was
Nate Robinson?
Nate Robinson.
Yeah, he fought Nate Robinson, who is athletic but not a boxer. And then he fought Ben Askren, who even when he was in UFC was not known for his boxing skills.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on now. So that's a lot different. You can't look at that and be like, oh well, he must have threw the fight. No, he ain't throw the fight.
I mean, he just sucks.
That one hit, that dude was taking knees, elbows, everything else to the head. Yeah, it's probably been a while, but
No. But that's the other thing too about it, right? His health. He has been taking a lot of knees and elbows, so
Fair enough.
it's a lot easier.
Over time, yeah.
Yeah, you don't build calluses from fighting and be like, all right, cool. Now I'm as tough as steel, and I'm in my 40s or 50s, and can't nobody knock me out. Nah, that ain't how it goes. Your body break down, man. And he fought him because of his name. You know what I mean? It's, to be honest, it's smart. Look, you ain't gotta like it, but also at the end of the day,
I think
like,
it's very smart as well.
right? Why would I sit up here and market to a very small portion of people who are like, "Yo, I want to see you fight a real boxer because I feel like you'll get knocked out," versus a bigger group of people who are like, "Yo, I'll watch you fight anybody just because," you know what I mean? And you're gonna get paid millions of dollars. Nah, I wouldn't even care about the fact that you're like, well, you ain't fight nobody for real. So I'm like, well, I'll be saying so to you while I'm over here counting my millions and you talking on Twitter talking about you ain't fighting nobody real.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I think people got to look at it from the business aspect. And then this is the crazy part too. Most of the time, most of those people, not all of them, most of those people that are playing the villain role, usually outside of that role, they're usually the nicest people. Like, look at Ninja. Ninja started off as a troll. Like, we forget. Ninja used to talk mess to like little kids. I don't think people don't remember that because now he's got a team around him that legit does a whole lot of good positive PR for him. And we just look at him as one of the bigger names in gaming. We don't look at him as like, yo, Ninja, when you first started off, you were a troll.
Yeah.
Like, you were legit just talking mess about everybody. Like, pull up some old Ninja clips. It'll sit up here and make your heart jump a little bit.
Did you say to me,
what's going on? Yeah. So for me, I just look at it like, listen, he found his niche. He said, hey, cool. People are going to pay me as the villain. I'm going to play this villain role. I'm going to get my bag. And then, cool, I'm going to go on about my day. And look, we're talking about him, and he ain't even in gaming. He's not. He don't have nothing to do with esports, and we're over here talking about Jake Paul.
I'll fight him. I'll do it.
You'll fight who? Jake Paul?
Jake Paul?
Man, hurt.
I mean,
nothing gonna come.
You're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
You're gonna get hurt.
Man.
Absolutely not, man. I will definitely take on Jake Paul.
No. Listen, I know you don't like Jake Paul. But that man has legit been training for 3 years for boxing.
Okay, give me a month. Give me a month to train. I will.
Listen, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'll put up the money to see that. I'll put up the money to see that.
As long as you put it down on me, we'll be fine.
No. I ain't say that. I said I would put up the money to see that.
See, then I ain't gonna do it.
I
need the CEO of Player1 to believe in me.
I believe in you. I believe you're gonna go to sleep. I believe you're gonna go to sleep in that first round.
Nah. I just need to get my shoulders good. Once I get my shoulders just square up, boom, we're good.
There you go.
But yeah, man. He's doing this thing, man. I just think people take it too personally. Like,
yeah,
if you let it bother you that much, then he's winning. That's how I look at it. So, yeah.
All right.
I don't let people like that bother me.
All right. We got anything else, gentlemen, before we end this stream?
I'm all good.
All right.
Good.
Boss man?
Nah, man. Hey, listen. I'm glad the podcast is back, baby.
Yes, sir.
Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it going. Moving forward after this little hiatus, we had some people who had to take care of some personal business, and which is great. Got some time to hopefully relax a little bit and kind of recharge, and then now we can start moving forward with some things.
Yes,
I like it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
You want to do the outro, CEO, boss man?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead and do the outro. Hey, everybody, thank you for watching On the Level podcast with Player1NE Gaming. We have Hurt over here. We got Dez and we got Miracle Worker. And then you also have the CEO, T'Challa Barfi, a.k.a. Night Stalker, but better known as the Black Panther. Thank you for watching with us. We hope to see you again. See you fucking later.